I'm here this go around with the 7-1 medium fast action St. Croix Physyx spinning rod. If you're not familiar with the Physyx spinning rod, it's because they're brand new and they don't look like a St. Croix rod. They look quite a bit different than what they traditionally look like, and I'm impressed with that. I've been privy that this project was coming for a while now, and I'm excited to see it in person. We've got a bunch of models here that just play with, a handful of them anyway. Haven't got to monkey too much with the casting models, but the spinning models I have. And I'll be honest, early on, the spinning models are where I've been insanely impressed, especially with the handle technology. I think you notice it mostly with the spinning rods because the handle where you're physically holding the rod, it sticks out a lot more about their trigon theory, about your hand being a lot less fatigued, and you being able to impart more pressure and power on the rod without getting that fatigue with that triangle shape of the grip there. And these are foregrip based rods, so you're seeing St. Croix do a little bit more of that as they go here with their latest models of rods they've been coming out with. That's a big plus for me personally. I am a foregrip person. I like having my hand up here, balances the rod out better. But another thing I didn't notice on that, I know a lot of you make the comments to us a lot about St. Croix rods not being as balanced as some of their competitors in the past. That is subjective. I haven't found that to be the case with their spinning rods because I do run larger spinning rods and I hold my hand up here. So I think my rods, most of them are very tip light because of the way I hold my rod. These, it doesn't matter where you hold them. I think you're gonna find these to be a lot more rear weighted or balanced depending on the spinning reel you put on. Like I said, they could be subjective than in traditional St. Croix history. I think a lot of you are going to be impressed with that aren't St. Croix purists that are going to find this rod to feel not just a little bit more balanced, but the blanks themselves, I don't know, I haven't heard, I haven't confirmed, but it almost seems like there's a new paint or no paint or some different finish on the top half of the blanks. They do feel a little bit crisper and a little bit more lively with less paint on them than in traditional rods in the past. And I've always enjoyed the St. Croix spinning rods myself, and their actions, I found them to be very extreme in their tip actions and stuff. These so far have been very impressive. And they feel a little bit lighter and a little bit more alive than some of their previous models have. I think you're gonna be impressed with these. I really do. I think the handle's a real big departure for them. Having that trigger on the rear has been different, and it's very ergonomic, and you'll be surprised how often, when you're going to make a cast, how often you grab around that trigger, and it feels really nice. Very impressed. They do have some TPE material in the grip there, so they're not slippery when they get wet. I haven't fished them wet yet, but I've been told that, and I kind of believe them. You got to hang on to the handle and see for yourself. Rave reviews coming out of these from people that have been on the water with them already, so I'm excited to get them on the water myself. But since we can't get on the water with them, let's go bend them on the wall and see what the action's like on this 7-1 medium fast St. Croix Physyx rod. All right, here I am with the St. Croix Physyx spinning rod in the 7-foot medium fast action. So kind of like the 7-1 medium heavy fast action in casting, this would be probably one of your more common length, action, power spinning rods in the lineup if you wanted to be versatile. I kind of stated it before when I played with the 7-3 medium extra fast that to me was the most versatile of this series. I hadn't bent this one yet. Let's see if this one I feel the same. So once again, we were looking at a medium power fast action, and we have, I would call it exactly that, more of a fast action than an extra fast action. It's taking a little bit more for me to get the tip to move, and when the tip does bend, more of the tip is bending than on the extra fast models. So true to form, it is more of a fast action than the others. Just like the others that I've bent in the spinning rods that are extra fast action, it is getting past that tip into the backbone further down the rod than a traditional fast action would from St. Croix, but I'm a fan of that. I can set the hook with just my wrist and a little bit of emotion in that fast action like I want, but I think if I blow this rod up and get a lot of pressure on a fish, I am getting further down that blank and fighting that fish with more of the rod. I do think they nailed the action on this one as being fast. It's not that just tip section isn't just dancing around. It's, 4, 5, 6 guides even down being playing when you're twitching the tip here with just using your wrist a little. If I set the hook real hard, I think you see this rod will get into the meat of the backbone. A little bit more power than the other ones have. Medium power and fast action should be a little bit more powerful than an extra fast rod. Feeling on the hook side anyway like that, when you're fighting the fish, that medium power is what should stand out, and it certainly has that. This rod, I will give the nod over that medium light extra fast in the 7.3, or medium power extra fast in the 7.3. I think this is more versatile. So if I was gonna, even if you're somebody that still throws some moving baits with a spinning rod, which is not uncommon by the way, this would be a great rod for that. Very good rod for moving baits if you're gonna throw them on a spinning rod. If you wanna get up there in your weights a little bit, like if you're a drop shotter that's using that 1/2 ounce weights, a bigger weights to get down to the bottom, this would be a perfect rod for that. This could throw some bigger tubes, some heavier weighted stuff. This would be a very versatile rod to do that, and not too stiff that you couldn't still do some finesse stuff and fish with some finesse lines. So very impressed with this one. I did want to mention that the blank material in this rod is their SE4 Plus, which is a hybrid blank material. That it does give them some ability to do some pretty extreme actions and get some pretty unique feel to their blanks. And I'm going to tell you the truth, they really do. And I think it stands out a little bit more. And maybe it is the handle material, maybe it is the finish on the blank, but these do feel a little bit of a departure from traditional St. Croix. I'm excited to hear a lot of your guys' feedback when you try these ones out and check these rods out as they hit the marketplace. I can tell you from our perspective here at Omnia Fishing so far, these Physyx rods have been exactly what I said, a big departure for St. Croix, but still has some of that St. Croix feel as far as certainly some of the extreme actions in the spinning rods. I've been really impressed. So can't wait to get more information out to you on these Physyx rods. Check them out at omniafishing.com.